Good morning, students. In this class we will learn how to convert sentences of past perfect tense. How to convert sentences of past perfect into passive, from active to passive. So look at the examples below. I had written a poem. I had written a poem. That's how we have to pronounce the word poem, not poem. I had written a poem. I had written a poem. So it is just like present perfect tense. In previous videos you all have learned how to convert sentences of present perfect from active to passive. Here we have only one thing that is different, and that is the use of had. In all sentences we have to make use of the auxiliary had. No matter what is the number or person of the subject, had is used with all subjects, with all types of subjects. I had written a poem. First of all we have to locate object. So here the object is a poem, so let it come to the place of subject in passive. A poem had been written by me. A poem, after that subject what we do? Had been. In case of past perfect we have to write had been with all subjects, subject of any number or person. A poem had been, and then third form. A poem had been, third form of right is written. A poem had been written by whom? By me. Me is the objective case of I, because in active I is the subject. So here we have to use me as objective case for I. Next example, she had not completed this work. She had not completed this work. This is negative sentence. So this work, here this work is the subject, so this will come to the place of, this work is the object here, so this will come to the place of subject in passive. This work had not been completed by her. This work had not been completed by her. That's how we have to do negative sentence. Now look at some interrogative sentences. Had he called you? Had he called you? Here you is the object, so this will be coming up at the place of subject in passive. So this is interrogative. Passive structure will also begin with had. Had you been called? After had we have to write subject and then been and then third form. Had you been called? Had you been called, after third form by. Had you been called by whom? By him, because here the subject was he. And objective case of he is him. So once again, had you been called by him. That's how we have to convert interrogative sentences of past perfect, from active to passive. Next, had they not invited you? Had they not invited you? Once again we have interrogative that begins with auxiliary had. So had they not invited you? Once again here you is the object, so this will be coming up at the place of subject. You is the object here, so this will become subject in passive. Had you not been invited by them? Had you, after had we have to use subject and then not been. Had you not been invited, and then by plus object. So here they is the subject here in active. So what is the objective case for they? It is them, so it will be written by them. Once again, had you not been invited by them, and then question mark at last, don't forget. Next one, sentences interrogatives that begins with WH word who. Who had taught you English? Who had taught you English? Question mark, that is the question. There are two different ways. For transforming such sentences from active to passive. Look at the two different ways. Who had English been taught to you by? Who had English been taught to you by? First we have to start, we have to begin our sentence with the WH word who. Okay, and then we have to write had and then subject. Who had English been taught to you by? To you by and then question mark. Next, another way we begin such sentences, okay, with by whom. Okay, by whom had English been taught? After by whom, okay, make use of appropriate auxiliary. Okay, so by whom had and then subject English, because English was object there in active. By whom had English been taught to you? By whom had English been taught to you? Okay, that's how the sentences of past perfect are converted into passive, from active to passive. Okay, so practice more and more, take some more such sentences, similar sentences of past perfect, and try to convert them from active to passive on your own. Thanks for watching this video. See you next once again, okay, with some another topic of grammar.